What is up, guys? So Sports back in with another video, and in today's video I have my final mock draft for the 2020 NBA draft. Now first, before I get into it, I know I've been gone a while, but I really just got nothing to say. I don't know, I guess I just really kind of fell out of love with YouTube and uploading just like NBA content. But for this next year or so, I definitely do want to switch over to gaming, and I'll make a whole new video about my plans and stuff like that. But either way, we're focused on this video right now. So yesterday was the NBA draft lottery, and for us Cavs fans, we didn't end up with the pick that maybe we wanted, but still, I think at 5 we can definitely get a nice impactful player, and I'll get into that in this video. But the Timberwolves wanted the Warriors. We got the second pick, and the third pick went to the Hornets. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens on draft night, especially for teams like the Warriors, who I don't want to say I expect them to, but I think they'll be very keen on trying to move that number 2 overall pick for probably a proven all-star-ish type player. But either way, without further ado, let's just get into it. NBA mock draft 3.0. With the first overall pick, I have the Minnesota Timberwolves selecting Anthony Edwards. Now, this is an interesting pick because there's probably 2 directions they can go, either Anthony Edwards or LaMelo Ball. We can talk about LaMelo's fit on the Timberwolves. I just don't know if I like him alongside D'Lo, considering that both aren't really plus defenders and both really need the ball to succeed. And I wouldn't consider LaMelo or D'Angelo Russell as an off-ball player. We tried to see, D'Angelo Russell as an off-ball player in Golden State. Didn't really work out too well. So that's why I feel like Anthony Edwards would be a better fit. Anthony Edwards like 6'5", 225, really long, really strong. So he can probably be that plus defender that they need. Hopefully, if he's really focused and engaged, I think he can be a great defender in this league. Super athletic. Him, D'Lo, Malik Beasley, if they resign him, which I think they will. And then you got Cat. It's a nice little young core. You got, of course, Jared Culver and Josh Okogie still coming off the bench. They got, the Timberwolves are really building up a nice, core for the future. And if they want, they can package, some of those players, for, another potential star. Or maybe they can look to move the number 1 overall pick for, say, a Devin Booker. I have no idea what's going to happen. But with that being said, I have Anthony Edwards going number 1 overall. The Warriors, I would say it's probably like a 45% chance they keep this pick. But either way, I still see them selecting James Wiseman. They need a center. It's really as simple as that. All of their other, positions in the on the team are filled out. They really just need a center. He'd be a great center for the future. But, they do say that they want somebody who's going to fit the timeline of Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. So I'm not sure that, that pick will be there or they will be selecting right there. But again, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Number 3. The Charlotte Hornets, I haven't taken LaMelo. Best player available. I know, of course, they have Terry Rozier and Devontae Graham, but I don't think either of those players are long-term options. And, you have LaMelo Ball coming to Charlotte. It's a great marketable player for a guy like Michael Jordan, who's trying to market his shoes. I think if he's selected there, I think we can definitely see, LaMelo sign with Jordan, in the upcoming months. Moving on to number 4, the Bulls. I've said it in my last video. Somebody told me in my last two mock drafts, actually, the Bulls are in desperate need of a wing, and I think Deni Avdija would be a great pick for them. His time overseas were, he had some ups, he had some downs, but I feel like, he has great potential. He's really kind of a do-it-all type of player. He can pass, he can potentially score. Athleticism, is pretty good. It's the shooting that's really, a struggle for him. But hopefully, on a team where, they have Larry Markkinen and Zach LaVine and potentially Kobe White as he gets better, his role won't be too large, so he can really, just ease his way into the league and, not be overwhelmed with what he has to do. Number 5, my Cleveland Cavaliers. This is going to be an interesting pick right here. For me personally, I just want the Cavs to really hit on defense and wing depth. Those are the 2 things that they need to just address because they just don't have that on the roster right now. And there's 2 players that really stand out at this position. One of them is Isaac Okoro, and the second one is Devin Vassell, which why don't I see his name here? Okay, that's actually kind of crazy. Actually, I can just, sort it like that. While it loads the players, I'll just talk about, why. I guess he's a guard. Do they have him, as a guard, I guess? I'm confused as to why Devin Vassell is not popping up. Wow, okay. Well, he's just not popping up. Interesting. Well, either way, I'll still talk about it. So, let's discuss. Okoro, he's very strong, 6'6", about 225. He can guard, 1s through 4s, potentially, even though his numbers, didn't really, shoot out during his time with Auburn. I feel like he still has, great defensive potential, and he should, really he should be great defensively. And you know, the problem with him is probably his shot. I would like to compare him to like a Jaylen Brown type, but it'll be interesting to see if he can, you know, improve his shot. Which on the Cavs, I feel like that he definitely could. You know, I'm actually like, where are the players at? I'm confused. Like, do I have to sort it by freshman or something? I'm not finding any forwards, and like, where are the guys that I'm trying to select? Okay, there goes a core right there. I'm pretty sure what's his name is definitely a sophomore. I think Vassell. He's probably a sophomore, correct? I don't know just why is he not showing up? I'm confused. Where is Vassell? Do I have to search him? I don't know what's going on. Oh, there he is. There's right there. I don't know why, you know, he didn't pop up the first time. But, okay, I'm sorry. Either way, it's between those two for me personally. And if I'm the Cavs, I mean, we can talk about Vassell. Of course, he's you know, he's going to have a great floor, great 3-and-D player. He's super long, too. I think he has like a near 7-foot wingspan. Has a knack for stealing the ball. Is a great team defender. Okoro just has great potential. And, you know, his shot is, you know, an emphasis. But on the Cavs, where players like Colin Sexton, Kevin Porter Jr., and Larry Nance Jr. have all really, you know, improved their shot. Jetty Osman also. You know, I have confidence that the Cavs can definitely, you know, improve his shot, and he could blossom on this team and, you know, hopefully be that Jaylen Brown player that, you know, he's compared to. So at number 5, I will say the Cavs will look to draft Isaac Okoro. Again, I think it'd be a great fit. Adding defense, adding wing depth, 2 things that they desperately need. Now, number 6, personally for me, I think the Hawks would take the wing that the Cavs do not take. So in this scenario, I had the Cavs taking Isaac Okoro. So I feel like for them, they're going to take Davin Vassell. Or Vassell. I feel like I'm saying his name wrong. But again, you know, this is a great pick right here. Of course, I know they do have a lot of wings like Kevin Huerter and Cam Reddish and DeAndre Hunter. But, you know, you can never have too many wings. You know, you can never have too many wings. Bro, he's not popping up. Oh my goodness. So I have to like really just, you know, in-depth search this, you know? Like, what's going on? There he is. Okay. Davin Vassell. Again, you know, he is drawing comparisons to like a Chris Middleton. Hopefully if his, you know, offensively, if he can, you know, really get it going. But, you know, the Hawks, they're in desperate need of some defense. You know, Trae Young is not going to be defending. You have Cam Reddish, who, you know, during his last, you know, 20 or 30 so games, you know, really stepped it up. DeAndre Hunter's a great defender. Adding Vassell, you know, man, that team is going to be great, man. Oh, my goodness. I'm so excited to see what the Hawks do in the future. They have a nice little squad forming over there. But moving on to number 7, the Pistons. I just have them taking the best point guard available at this point. Killian Hayes, you know. Pair him alongside Luke Kennard and Christian Wood. Hopefully they resign them, which I think they will, and Sekou Doumbouya. A little nice, you know, young core over there. Maybe another tanking year. I don't even know if you want to call it a tanking year, another losing year. Next year you can potentially get yourself like a Josh, what's his name? What's that dude's name? Jalen Green, not Josh Green, excuse me. But, you know, number 8, we're here with the Knicks. They have them taken, what I think is the best point guard available again, too. Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton, I feel like would be a great fit alongside RJ Barrett. He's a nice off-ball guard who can facilitate and defend. That's what they need, you know. That's just what they need, and I think he'll be a great fit there. Number 9, the Wizards. I have them taking Onyeka Okongwu, and it's crazy that I have Okongwu. I think he's a forward, actually. Excuse me. It's crazy that I have him falling all the way to 9, but you know the way the draft is just shaped, I feel like he can go as high as 3 to the Hornets and as low as probably 9 to the Wizards. Now I know, of course, the Wizards already have Thomas Bryant, but Okongwu I feel like is better. You know, he's better. You know, he can do a lot more than Bryant can do. And if you're not, you can trade Bryant, or you know, Bryant can be like a nice. I want to compare it to like a Montrezl Harrell type. You know, a nice energy. You know, big off the bench. You know, who plays above his size, and you know, can be a nice lob threat. Okongwu can for Bradley Beal and John Wall. Defensively, you know, he has that. He can guard the post and the perimeter. Should be a nice little pick right there. Right here, number 10, I have the Suns taking Obi Toppin. Again, best player available. I'm not high on Obi personally because I feel like, you know, he cannot defend at all. I've never seen someone just so athletic, yet his movement and just be so stiff. It's just so weird to watch him. I don't think he has the defensive potential. He's already 23, I believe, or he will be 23 by the time the season starts. Crazy. You know, I just don't know. It's interesting. I might, you know, either you know, Obi Toppin or Cole Anthony for the Suns, but you know, they did invest a lot into like a Rubio, so it'll be interesting to see what they do there. I think Obi can be a nice 6-man for them. Number 11, I will have the Spurs take Cole Anthony. Yes, sir. Cole Anthony to the Spurs. Now let's talk about this pick a little bit because the Spurs do have a nice overabundance of guards. They have Derek White and DeJounte Murray and Lonnie Walker, Kendall Johnson. I think you can label him as a guard. So it's really getting crowded right there. So maybe they look to go in a different direction. But I feel like it's just time to move on from some of these players. And DeMar DeRozan is another one too. But it's just time to just start fresh. Just move on. And I think a pick of like Cole Anthony, you're taking the best player available. I feel like Cole Anthony definitely has great potential. You can talk about how bad his I'm pretty sure it was his freshman season, correct? Yeah, it was his freshman season at UNC but he was injured. So, you can't really, take that to heart what he did there. I feel like playing under Greg Popovich, he can do well. And you're adding someone who's, a nice, great athleticism, great playmaker potentially, can shoot the ball, hopefully. Pairing him alongside DeJounte Murray should be nice. Lonnie Walker and Derek White, those guys have the size to play that 3 position. I think Lonnie Walker's like 6'6", and Derek White's 6'4". How tall is Derek White? Derek White is 6'4". So, those can be like, some nice off the bench pieces. It'll be interesting. If not him, I think, the Suns will probably take Cole Anthony, and then, the Spurs will take Obi Toppin, but then again, Cole Anthony and Devin Booker backcourt. I'm not sure how that would work, but anyways, moving on to number 12, I have the Kings taken. Where is he at? I cannot find him. Well, I have them taking Aaron Naismith. I'm pretty sure he's a freshman. But Naismith is going to be a lethal shooter for them. That's simply it. Just add shooters to your team, to your roster, as much as you can. Bro, it's so hard finding players on this app. I'm so sorry. Like, it's just tough. Is he a sophomore? I think Aaron Naismith is labeled as a guard. So, okay, there he is. Oh, he's a small forward. Okay. Out of Vanderbilt, 23 points. I think he shot like nearly 50. I think he shot over 50% from 3 or something crazy. Just shot lights out. Number 13 for the Pelicans, I have them taking Saddiq Bey. Again, it's tough to find players in this little website. So I have to, go and look for them. Let me just see if I can find it right here. Saddiq Bey, nice 3-and-D player to play alongside Zion and Brandon Ingram, potentially Lonzo. I'm interested to see what happens with Lonzo Ball. His situation there is kind of interesting. We'll see what happens. And number 14, the last pick in the lottery. Who do the Celtics take? Now, the Celtics are in really desperate need of some big men. Even though Daniel Theis has played well, they need big men. So I have them taking Jalen Smith out of Maryland, who had a great sophomore year. But that's going to do it for my draft. This is my lottery. Let me know what you guys would change. Personally, if I would change anything, number 10, I probably say, that's where Cole Anthony goes, and then maybe 11, that's where Obi Toppin goes. So I probably switch these two, but besides that, that's really it. I think this draft, it's very interesting. I'm excited to see what happens. I think teams like, the Timberwolves, the Warriors, the Knicks, that's not the Knicks. The Knicks are right here. All those teams can potentially make a move to trade up or trade down. Even the Celtics too. If they want to take like a guy like an Okongwu, you can trade. You can have a nice trade package for like the Wizards, who can acquire more picks that add more veteran like rookies. Those guys who are in their 21s, 22, 23s, stuff like that. But either way, I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Please like and sub and share with friends. I will have some videos out regarding what I plan to do with this channel. But it's So Sports, and I'm out. Peace.